I think okay na. I think okay na.
Okay na? Okay na kayo? Okay na kayo lahat? F to pay respects. F. Oh,
You know what it is?
okay ka na lang ba?
Okay.
Welcome everyone. Kailan kayo pwede next? May wedding pa kami next Friday.
Okay. Surprisingly, from this Friday, next 3 Fridays, pwede ako. O next 2 Fridays.
Normal na schedule ko, so yes. I'm sure.
Nice.
Congrats pala Marco, nalimutan ko sa
Thank you.
Congrats. Same hours pa rin.
Halos, pero 12 hours instead of 10s. Every
So
other
3
Monday.
times. So minsan off ka rin ng Mondays? Ayos
Nice.
Okay na. Okay. Sa 30 off, work ka ba sa 30 live? Galing kaming work ulit nun, pero off naman kami
Off on 30.
sunod-sunod. Yeah. Galing lang work ng 29. Pero parang ganito, same.
Okay. Kaya nyo yun?
Yeah.
Okay lang?
Okay lang. Wala naman siguro plans. 7:30 Friday. Okay. Rules. Alright. Some rules clarify. Okay yun, Leb, diba? 30.
Pwede naman.
Yeah. Rules clarification. I think inayos ko na yung... I think maayos naman pala eh. Naguguluhan na ako last time yung sa critical roles sa Foundry, yung pag nag-a-attack. Kaya nag-roll ako ng mga crits dito. Like, automatic naka-max na yung dice. Kaya siya green.
Okay.
So it should be the same pag ano. And then, yung first roll yung laging tinitingnan yung pakalawa.
Natin, okay.
And then, unless advantage, kung ano yung mas
Okay.
mataas.
So,
And then-
laging yung first left. Okay.
Yeah. And then, katulad nung yung last, yung 13 tsaka 28.
Yeah.
So, like, ignore nyo lang yung crit damage na green pag regular roll lang.
Okay.
So medyo para less
So pag ganyan,
yeah.
nasa left yung kukunin.
Yeah.
Ito muna. Okay.
So, 15.
Okay.
So, naka-calculate naman. Pag kinlik nyo naman, makita nyo yung dice roll and then yung modifiers nandun.
Okay.
And then if ever may unaccounted na modifier, let's say may bagong item na hindi naka-program. But madali lang naman idagdag.
Alright. You can
Or
rest easy.
Yeah.
Kasi we were just waiting for your call. Anong number yung titignan?
Yeah, so
Go on,
lagi
go
yung
on.
nasa left.
Alright.
Yung polymorph, I guess from parang rules mistake natin ever since dun sa campaign nila. Pero apparently pag naka-polymorph ka, kung ikaw yung nag-concentrate, every hit kailangan mo mag-concentration check.
What?
Hindi siya di ba tayo hanggang sa ma-knockout yung actual farm.
Yung
So
character. Oh, shoot. Shoot.
Kaya pala parang ang daya ng polymorph kasi parang second life.
Okay.
Can't be apes now.
Well,
I mean,
yung
we can be, pero mas mahirap na.
risky lang. Pero like pag tinatwin spell naman ni Leb, kumbaga, si Vyrsed lang yung may concentration check. So like ikaw like full
Okay, so
hanggang sa ma-dispel nila, hanggang sa i-drop niya. Ikaw
Okay,
hindi mo
so
kailangan
Beneficial
mag-concentrate.
na.
Yeah.
alright.
Iba yung
Parang may balance din dati. Bakit parang mamamatay na sa polymorph boy ulit? Parang no consequence.
Oh, we have another pool of 160 life. Ba yun? How much
Parang
life namin?
basically.
Yeah.
Depende sa spell slots mo pa. Meron mga multiple pass.
Buti na lang. Okay, Leb. Yeah, you keep the mind sharpener.
Tapos, just for long rest, technically only one long rest per 24 hours. So, naka-2 na kayo. Basic, makes sense. Siguro yung rationality din nila din is parang,
True.
alam mo yung masyadong mataas yung adrenaline mo, I guess, or whatever. Hindi mo,
Ah.
lalo na pag, di ka makakapahinga kahit gusto magpahinga pag parang sobrang
Kasi
dami mong ginagawa, 24 hours, parang
you're well rested,
yeah,
ganun.
basically.
Okay.
Nakadalawa na kayo last, kasi technically yung long rest nyo from the morning, and then yung afternoon hanggang midnight. So, technically
Ah,
nakadalawa, pero okay lang naman, like, for future.
alright.
Alam
So,
ngayon,
isang
like,
long rest na lang
uh,
tayo. Okay.
and then, thank you for yung survey. Nas, everybody likes shenanigans, basically. Gusto nyo ba i-share ko yun, or sa akin na lang muna?
Kayo
Okay
muna
lang.
kami.
Kahit sa'yo muna. Kahit sa'yo muna.
Basically, ang pinaka-gist naman doon, gusto nyo lahat shenanigans. Tapos, more action, less downtime or whatever.
Okay.
Mahirap din naman. Medyo dragging pag puro usap din.
Alright, yeah.
And then, technically, 1 year anniversary natin lahat. Oh,
What?
technically bukas eh.
Talaga?
So,
Hooray.
GG's boys.
Thank you for tuning
Yeah.
in, guys.
Hello, guys.
We won't be here without you.
Lahat kayo may not 24 today. Sabihin mo lang
Yeah.
ako.
Does it carry over next or we need to use it?
Gamitin ko lang ngayon.
Because kung walang action ngayong part, we will use the not 20 for conversation role.
Pero feeling yun yung heroic action. Diba? Since player
Okay.
character ka, like you're entitled to one heroic action.
One heroic action? Nice.
Okay. Hindi 20, not 20.
Not
Yeah.
20. Okay.
And then siguro, baka short session lang today kasi nga ba, kailangan din ng pahinga nila.
Alright.
Okay, dokes.
No worries.
Alright. So, recap from last session. So,
Yung sa character ko, tatanggalin ko yung wild talent. Gagawin ko warcaster.
okay. Wala ka pa pala Warcaster?
So,
Okay.
in-update ko na.
Oh, sige. Nice. So, kailangan ko lang i-update yung
Wait lang,
mismong...
Tanggalin ko lang yung wild talent.
Warcaster. A feat? Is that a feat?
Sabihin mo sa akin pag ano para i-update ko yung token.
Actually, hindi ko alam paano tanggalin yung wild talent. Pero update ko lang yun.
Oh, sige, update ko. Getting character data. Updating. Okay, so anyway, we left our hero. So, started in the North Ward with new reward from Volo, giving the players a new house where they can change and use whatever they like. Now, with the only question of what specific name the group will carry over in terms for transferring the deed, in which the group decided to keep the name Chaotic Quintet for the time being. Afterwards, being left with their own devices, the group discovers two squatters, Tom and Nook, orphan children, street children that have been living there for a while, being apparently pursued by or kidnapped by strange individuals, one particularly with a metallic arm, most probably a orphanage. The group sends a message and gathers the rest of their companions. They keep watch in the house as the other party members rest up and eventually make their way down to the Artificer's Guild. On their way, this was around midnight, on their way they saw some crime going on. They saw firsthand, for the first time, a Magister of Waterdeep in action, laying down the law along with other City Watch. Eventually, the team surveils the Artificer's Guild and discover a secret entrance towards an underground cavern. Along the way, they subdue an Arakokra person, steal his items, and stuff him in a haystack. Nireview ko yung stream pala, yung ang muffled nga nung voice ko nung nagro-roleplay ako nung ibon. Hindi nyo narinig. Pero basically, sumisigaw lang siya doon, umiiyak siya doon na sinasabi niya na nagigilty siya kasi siya yung may kasalanan kaya nakawala yung bata.
Right.
I don't know, di ko maalala kung na-explain ko
naintindihan ko
kayo.
yun.
Yeah. Pero
Yeah.
medyo nung nire-watch ko yung stream, sabi ko, parang hindi nila
Yeah, now we remember it.
Yeah. So that's why he was crying. While investigating, the Davtarn put a sack over his head. Silverback disguised himself as the other Warforged, Sterling, the Golden Warforged, and make their way down the tunnel where they see another metallic man repairing some robots there. And big fight ensues. Vyrsed, upon casting his spell, encapsulates himself in light and gracefully hiding his face as well. Eventually, after 9 rounds of combat, they are able to subdue the Warforged and are able to escape the lair, and they proceed back towards the what do I call this? They proceed back to the hideout. So some clarifications din pala doon. So for future use, hindi ko na i-retcon dito, pero for future use, first question pala to Silverback, like how big is Silverback? Silverback, like how tall are you?
That average 6 average human height.
So around 6 foot?
Yeah, around 6 foot, yeah.
Okay. So ang dimension door can only accommodate person with same size or smaller, right? I think. Tama ba?
Yeah, same size. Hindi ba kami same size?
No, I guess di ko alam kung gaano ka specific,
Medium.
pero
Like
or
same
basta medium.
Same medium creature. Like di mo
Ah,
siya
yeah.
carry like large creature.
Okay.
Or dragon.
So not a larger size. Okay, so I think it should be fine then. Kasi inisip ko parang ang madadala mo technically si Downtime. Pero if same size, then I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we can, squeeze ourselves in.
Like a halfling, I don't think halfling can dimension door with like
Yeah. A bigger person.
Oh.
Ayaw mag-play ng music. So I guess, then walang problema pala doon. I need some pre-game rolls pa, I forgot. Roll a D100 and D20s each.
D100, here we go again. D5, and a D20.
Yeah.
Friggin'. Okay. Nice. We don't know what that means, but
Oh, nice.
might go well.
Haba ng rolls nito, nice. Good. Okay. Cool. So on the way, so Davtarn casts a spell. He hops and leaps across, the roofs of the city of Waterdeep. Vyrsed drags Silverback, casting Dimension Door, and he encounters a city guard, but Dimension Doors again, escaping their sight. Roll each of you like an athletics or acrobatics check, just to see how fast yung travel time nyo from we encounter any hard, like on your way back to the hideout. Nice.
Okay.
What about average? Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Let's see. I think because of you have a head start because of the dimension door, but Davtarn pretty quickly because he moves basically 90 feet around. So it's just computation. You should wind up roughly around the same time. You arrive at the same, roughly around the same time. Davtarn a little bit quicker, maybe like 30 seconds earlier than you guys. You two. And then how did you carry the body, pala? Were you holding it or did
I
you
was
stuff it
lugging it, I
somewhere?
think. I was lugging it, if I remember
Okay.
correctly.
Like no, would you
Like
have like
potato sack.
would you have placed it anywhere in particular or were you have like just like parang like
Now
over the
upon
shoulder?
arriving. Over
Not
the
like
shoulder.
on the way, like on the way.
That way, okay.
Would you have been like carrying it like fireman carry like on your shoulder? Or would you
Yeah. I think we went with that last time. Yeah.
Okay.
Stack carry on my shoulder.
Okay. That's the case. 1, 2, 3. And you're and then you are lockstep with Vyrsed because you move a little bit faster than Vyrsed.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah, your move is a little bit fast. Like you move five, so basically 10 more feet per round. So would you be just slowing down and then slowing down to meet him, or would you go ahead, wait for him to come? And
Pace.
then,
I would pace with him.
you'll just pace with him. So you would be basically lockstep together. All right.
Yeah.
Vyrsed, you as you're traveling back, because of your keen senses, like you're able to navigate the streets without any issues. You're pretty adept at looking and moving through the streets even late at night with your dark vision, and you are able to avoid the city guards without any issue. And you all arrive carrying the body of this Warforged. You're able to bring it inside this house. Davtarn's already here waiting for you. And this body, it appears, so it's broken down. Like the head had got decapitated, got blasted off by Silverback. So it's completely knocked off. A lot of like loose screws, a lot of like wires, squirting, like electricity squirting still. Its body is very metallic, it's very silvery, but it's like the cleanest, like the hardest kind of metal that you've seen in a while. And you remember something, Vyrsed, like during that encounter, you remember this particular person with the way he was talking, with the way he was mocking you guys, as you guys were escaping, as he was screaming, "You're fucked, you're fucked," even though he was the one that was technically being fucked. You sense that, Vyrsed, there's some underlying message there, but you're not quite sure. And then you guys arrive and bring him here.
Are we already in the hideout?
I mean, you guys are basically on your way, unless you wanna go somewhere else.
No. Can we find? Yeah. Plan is find the corner, and then I was planning to investigate the body. Can I roll for investigation?
Yeah. So you guys are separate from Davtarn, right? Like there's no messaging in between. So how far along would you have stopped? And
I was thinking I would ask Vyrsed if was thinking maybe if we're 10 minutes before the hideout, I would like to lay this down and investigate it for any tracking devices or magical enchantments to track it down. I don't know if he can feel it.
Yeah,
Maybe
so-
the head can
Same.
find the body. I don't know.
Like magical, like essences.
alright, so
Okay.
in terms of distance, like from the Artificer's Guild to the house, it's something like 4,000 feet. Like with a quick sprint, it's right about five. Like it's right about like 15-20 minute sprint. So like how far along the distance would you have
Stop.
would you have stopped? Like midway or like
Um,
right after you dimension door the second time, or would you have like
yeah, I guess it would be safe. Yung after wait, the second dimension door warped us to the hideout or no?
so the first dimension there is about 500 feet.
500 feet.
Some a guard saw you guys.
And
You
then
dimension yeah,
That's
yeah.
yeah.
And then you dimension door again. The shining brightness went away, so now you're in darkness when you're in still in the city streets, still in the city proper. You're about a quarter of the way there. So you move with those two dimensions. There's about 1,000 feet. There's still 3,000 feet, or about like 10 minutes of running still.
Okay, I guess
For
I'm
you
happy
guys.
with the dark surroundings. I would investigate. Yeah.
And then so based from your investigation, so you are so let's go to the map of Waterdeep instead.
Okay, map of water.
Yeah, so it's easier.
Wow.
Should make sense because you guys are logging it like it's pretty heavy on your body. Wolves, you guys can see, right?
What's the notes again? Yung
Click nyo lang yung parang journal
journal notes. Yeah.
and then click nyo lang yung pin.
There's blood in
Anyway.
the water.
Yeah. But anyway, from here, roughly around, you're like around in this area. Kasi
Okay.
nandito yung hideout.
All right.
So like around here. So you go into a quick corner. Looks like nobody's here. It's like around like 1 o'clock in the morning. Davtarn, you're a couple paces ahead of Davtarn because he's still like just jumping and sprinting. So he's on his
Okay.
way. You take your time to investigate.
Yeah, I log the
And,
body down and I investigate.
As you're going through
Okay.
the body, you're familiar with how a Warforged is made. It's different intricacies. And as you with the investigation of 17, you notice that you hear that there is Vyrsed, you said you're trying to detect for magic, right? You don't detect anything magical, but Silverback, you do sense that there is something like in the core.
Huh?
Like it's a little bit deep, so you might have to go deep. Either pry it open, or
Or
uh,
put my hand inside the severed head,
yeah, like through the hole if you want. Yeah.
reach inside. Crap. Okay, time to do the dirty work. What do you want me to roll?
Let me see. Actually,
Medicine.
Medicine. If I can retrieve it professionally. Yeah, maybe medicine. Let's go with medicine roll.
oh, that's pretty good. So you know how Warforged, although not all Warforged are the same.
Yeah.
But most Warforged are pretty much, most of the majority of it is basically kind of the same build. So you
Alright.
maneuver through the head, right, and you're able to touch something, and as you touch it, a faint beeping starts. You hear a faint faint beeping noise, and it's. I think you feel that it's starting to beep a little bit faster.
Friggin' hell.
Predator. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Vyrsed, like I said, like as Silverback's doing this, you're looking over at him, and then you cast detect magic subtly. Are you trying to detect magic? You don't sense anything magical, but the problem is like with all these Warforged and mechanical beings, these new mechanical beings, it's a little bit. Most of the time, they rely more on technology rather than anything magical.
Okay. It's
Do you see
beeping
something?
faster. Yeah, there's something. There's still something working even for a severed body. I'm trying to fish it out.
As you're trying to fish it out, you feel like a metallic core, you feel like a circular core. It's a little bit warm,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like some sort of vibration as you're holding it, and you feel that that's where the beeping is coming from.
Okay. Huh. What do I do? Do I throw it away or?
Your hand's still on inside through the head. So like you're still like reaching over inside.
Okay.
So it's like you can't quite see it at like you either that's up to you if you want to pull it out, you just leave it in.
This is gonna blow up in my face. Let's roll. I will. Okay. I have no idea what a beeping sound means. Going faster. I think it's there's something. It's like counting down to something. Vyrsed.
Maybe we
Thinking of
take
prying it out.
Take it out and just leave it in a corner somewhere.
Okay.
We'll just come back
Pressure,
for
man.
it.
Pressure, bitch. Okay, I pry it out. I pry it out.
If I doubt,
Yeah.
I suppose if I had a metallic core, it looks like a hodgepodge of like metallic objects of different builds. And the peeping is coming from inside, but there is a bright red light that is beeping faster and faster. And the way that it built, you could kind of guess that it looks like a bomb.
I was gonna roll for Arcana or History, but I guess it's common sense. You don't need to roll for common sense. Okay. I wish I had. Can you call in Davtarn? I was thinking the dimension door can hold this, but the dimension door, the portable hole, we can chuck it in there, but we're in the middle of the city. Do I have?
We should bury it somewhere or something.
I'm running, diba?
Yeah, like you're
I don't know
like,
what you guys are.
when they're investigating, like you're about to pass it, you're about to reach them. Like it's only been a couple of seconds.
But I don't know how far away Davtarn is, so let me see. I'm going to. How would you say one block of the city is? How many feet is that?
One block is about
This.
it's 100.
We're here, right?
You're like around here in the corner.
Around here, yeah.
Like still here. Still fairly.
One block.
Because 5 feet is, I think 5 feet is 500. Tama ba nilagay ko dito? Ano bang nilagay ko?
Let me see. Magic. What do I got?
What do you want to do, Vyrsed?
I'm thinking of some.
I say
Vyrsed,
leave
we
it
need
here for now and just come back for it if it's still there.
You know what? No, we can't. There's too much people here. Help me out here, Vyrsed. What
I'm
spells do you got?
I'm looking at my inventory.
Me too, man.
As you're walking through, make a perception check, Davtarn, as you're running across the rooftops. Good. You notice them as you jump. Like you notice them like on the corner. As you're jumping from one roof to
okay.
another, you just pass them.
Then I jump towards him. What are you guys delaying for? We need to go back.
Davtarn,
Do I
perfect
not
timing.
get beeping?
Can your portable hole handle an explosion? I forgot if I have a portable hole can. Can it?
It can. It's gonna destroy
know?
it. If depends on on how big of the explosion is, but it can like. It's basically like a long cylinder. Like it's like yung loob niya. It's dimension wise, it's like a long cylinder. So if an explosion happens there, it just traps it there, and then if it's too much, it can burst through the openings.
Oh.
Same thing with the bag of holding or the haversack.
The haversack. Okay. Oh crap. I don't have a portal. I don't
I mean,
have
it might destroy it. I don't
You don't advise it. Okay. Catapult would
I think-
only launch it 90 feet.
I
Yeah.
think we can try to throw it somewhere and have the guards worry about it.
Beeping. Okay. Can we? Promise. Let's run.
Is it
Davtarn,
beeping faster? What? What's going
Yeah,
on?
it's beeping. It's counting. It looks like it's beating faster, man. Do you know
Is
an
it-
empty space here? A nearby empty space from where we are, Davtarn. Have you seen anything like that?
No, this is the city. We need to throw it at least where it would do the least damage. Can I look around for anything that?
You're right. Like, you're right here, like in the by the this the high road is like one of the main roads. It's not. This is like the bigger road here, but
Mhm.
you're right here, like by the corner, the streets here. So
Is there like a square or something without any people around?
I mean, technically at the moment because it's midnight,
The roads are
the
empty.
roads are kind of empty. There's some passerbys there every now and then, but for the most part, it's as empty. Despite being a main road, it does look pretty empty because it's pretty late at night.
Okay. Well, okay then. I just throw it. My conscience is beating me, but I'll throw it the center of the road.
You throw it as the center.
Or
You
can
throw
we,
at the center.
can we find like a well that we can just?
Is there a well in the city? Do you know, Davtar, if there are wells in the city?
There should be some. The city. What is
Can
it?
we roll for perception? Maybe there's some around.
I would say just roll more a luck check. Roll a D100.
D100.
Greater than 60. There's probably a well nearby.
Yeah.
There's a well like right in the corner, but the beeping is getting faster. I think like you're running out of time.
Throw it on
Marks
the road
it.
and just run away.
Oh yeah, we throw it on the road. That's it. That's it.
I'll meet you guys on the hideout. Then I start bolting it.
So
Oh, shoot.
so Davtarn tries the boat. Where do you throw it? Silverback?
We were here, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
throw it here where it's like a
Mhm.
wider area.
So and then Vyrsed, what are you doing?
So hold on, I'm trying to see what spells I have.
If it's too far, DM, I can probably. Do I still have a spell slot? I can cast a catapult to make sure it reaches this part, the empty
Do I
90
do
feet.
I know you're casting spells?
I mean you're
Can I
you're
see that-
basically communicate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean you would be communicating with each other, so
But what
you
are
would
you
know
doing?
what he was
Don't
planning.
cast spells. I'll tell them like you registered with the spell guild. They'll know that you had something to do with it if you cast spells on it.
Okay, good for letting us know. I throw it.
So as you throw this small metallic object, it runs to the ground. Vyrsed, what you're trying to do?
I follow Downtime.
As you're,
Around here. Where are you guys?
so you guys are boating southwards.
Yeah.
So you chuck it high.
Yeah.
Roll athletics check, Silverback, as you attempt to throw it.
Okay, that was a crappy throw.
Or make an attack roll if you want.
Okay.
Like you're trying to attack, I guess, the middle of the road.
All right. Another strike.
Oof.
I have a poor throwing arm.
So you see Silverback struggling
I
to.
will
Wait,
oh, never mind.
ability
Wait,
check.
wait.
I can use a flash of genius
Yeah,
to
lucky.
add.
I'm lucky.
I have lucky.
Ubus atat. And then na-replenish mo ba? Tama ba?
I have one luck left. I'll use the last of my luck
Or you
to do another athletics throw
Attack mo.
or attack. Yeah, okay.
I think bigger bonus mo dun. Nice.
No. Okay.
Where do you? So you right in the middle.
Knocking up.
That's where you try to chuck it.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Cool.
I grab what's left of the body, and then I put it on my shoulder. I run. I bolt.
Right. So as you chuck it, like right in the as accurately as you throw it, and you're trying to run. As you throw it, you're attempting to pick up the body.
Mhm.
You aim it pretty nicely that it's the arc goes straight to the middle of the empty hallway or intersection. And as it before it hits the ground, it catches light and it explodes into this massive big explosion. With a big deafening boom, it explodes, it crackles, multiple metallic parts flies everywhere, sparks of fire and tinder and ember ignite. In despite the small density of that ball that you were holding,
Oh yeah.
it carries with it a massive enough explosion to catch some, despite the width of the streets of the high road. The blast radius is just enormous. That
All right.
had you not thrown it away, it would have definitely. And had you not thrown it that far, that expertly, most, if not all, of your friends and yourself included would have been included in the damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
With the massive explosion, you guys are actually make a dex saving throw to see if you guys are not prone from the explosion.
Dex save. Man. What was that? That was huh. I can probably
Asan yung character?
ah. Wait, I thought that was a 7.
Asan yung character?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna replace you guys here anyway.
Okay, neat. Production value.
Ano lang, different orientation now.
All right, no worries.
This
Daniel
side,
steps.
this
I die.
This is
this one, this one is going south. This
Okay,
is the
I get
north.
it.
You chuck
Alright.
it. So you guys are running. You're still like in the corner there.
Uh-huh.
The explosion, despite the distance, knocks both Vyrsed and Silverback on their feet. Davtarn, because you're running away, you were running away faster, and plus you're more quick on your feet. You are not knocked prone. And as this massive explosion erupts in the middle of the city, you see multiple, a couple of city guards, city watch, appear and like try to respond to the fire. As they start screaming, "Massive explosion! Fire! Fire!" The other one says, "Quick! Quick! Find a magister! Get some help! Find some firefighters!" And as they try to run, you hear a soft thud as this city watch says, and just blood starts streaming from his neck, and he falls to the ground dead. Same as this guy was trying to run away, you notice the same thing happening to him. An arrow knocks through one of his eyes as he and they both fall to the ground.
That
What do you guys want to do? It's like you're right around here.
oh shoot.
Do I notice that while I'm running?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. You can do it with a straight roll. Vyrsed and Silverback with disadvantage because
You are
locked in.
discombobulated by
Yeah.
the
What's that?
explosion.
Perception
And
or what?
Perception
perception.
disadvantage. Disadvantage. Ah, okay.
That's pretty good considering.
Disadvantage. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Good.
So as you hear this, you notice, the tooth whipping sound, the two bloodied and fallen city watch. You see on the corner, it's a little bit hard because of the light, but by the rooftop, here on the north side, over here, and here by the south side of there's one is, I would say the angle should be okay. Um, because of the shine of the explosion and the fire that's starting to kick in, some of the light reflects on a couple of metallic arms. As you see two cloaked individuals, their shining arms, uh, as they cock their crossbows, looking over to the city watch. Um, Based from how you're seeing, looks like they haven't noticed you yet. You have one round of actions before to do something. Looks like at the moment they're focused on who they just.
Nice props. Warforged, huh? Um, I don't know why I'm so fixated on the body. I look at the explosion. I admired it a bit. Well, that's fine. That's fine crafting. I guess I would jump to the body and then cast a creature you touch and becomes invisible. Will it take an action if I carry the body?
It's gonna take an action, and it's not gonna be subtle. Like, you're gonna have to roll stealth to be subtle about it.
I was thinking I would just touch the body or carry the body. Try to be in sync with the body and cast invisibility. Would that take separate action?
Invisibility is fine. I think does your invisibility, can you upcast it to cast on another thing?
Visibility is no. Second
Just
level
yourself?
spell, yeah. I was thinking of carrying it and then casting invisibility. But you're right. I'll just cast invisibility on myself then.
Oh, do you stand up first, or?
Can I cast it while I'm prone?
Yeah, you can cast it while you're prone.
I'll cast it when I'm prone, man.
Alright. I cast invisibility. Sorry.
Okay.
And then what else? Oh, you just stay still there?
That's an action already, right?
Uh-huh. You wanna move?
I turn around and I see what happened to when they fall. I see Silverback cast invisibility. I help Vyrsed up and say, "We have to leave. We have to run." Why can't I move? Pause.
Oh, sorry.
We don't have
Pause.
control.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So help him up. Then I say, "We have to leave. We have to run." Then I start. I guess.
Well,
Can I
the
jump to
alleyway.
the rooftop?
You should have still, I think, how long does jump stay? I think it's an hour, right?
Yeah, pero I also have yung boots of sliding and springing.
You can, like, go to the corner here in the alley and start jumping there instead of being in broad daylight. Like,
Is it? What time is it?
I said, bro, sorry,
in the
like
morning.
in like the middle of the street is what I'm saying. Like this one blocks the corner vision of. It's gonna block the vision of this one and this one. If you go farther here.
Yeah, Davtarn, escape sniper
Yeah,
fire.
I'll
Yeah.
go there. Mhm.
You're bringing Vyrsed, or are you did you just help him stand up?
I just helped him stand up.
Okay,
I'm
then
not
you.
gonna drag him.
All right.
That's up to him if he wants.
Okay. Vyrsed, what do you want to do?
I follow and try to hide.
Roll a stealth check. Nice. And your own perception. This one has disadvantage because the partner. That's right. All right. So looks like they don't notice you as you sneakily pass by, and then you just go beside Davtarn. There's a couple of crates and boxes here
Yeah, I
that
try
you
to hide.
can. Alright. So you guys, you can move as far as you like. Um, you're the only one remaining with line of sight. Silverback, right? You're invisible. You're lying there. You're beside the body. You're a couple feet beside the body. The body was here when you were investigating it.
Oh yeah.
You notice these crouching individuals. They begin to stand up simultaneously. They raise their arms and they put it in a rounding motion as if signaling on something. And then they both jump down to the floor. One goes into the middle of the fire,
Wow.
trying to locate. Looks like trying to locate something. And then this one.
I can see this, right?
Yeah, you can see this.
Okay. That's odd.
Looks like this one is trying to find something as he moves right around here.
I can't see their affiliation, but they look like Warforged as well. Ken,
Yeah.
is it my turn again?
And then there's a couple of things.
Couple more.
Give me 1 second. Nice. The other side. Let's see. Make a perception check, Silverback.
This is not gonna go well. I saw them.
There's a slight shimmer by the corner as this Warforged is investigating this dead city watch. You hear some whistling and some coming from the other side, like from this side, from this corner. Looks like there's a couple more like city watch going on their way. Couple from this side, but you hear a faint shimmer. I guess because of the fire in the middle of the street. There's another shine. There's like something not quite right, like in the middle of the air, right beside where the body is. And then something materializes as you're looking at like this pocket of air, this part of the air that you think it's just a wall. Something materializes out of this, and then you realize that something was invisible going around.
Wait,
And like
okay.
As two like circular orb-like creatures, robotic stuff, like a robotic creature with like wings and like is just hovering above, and looks like their red pointed eyes are fixated on the body of the fallen Warforged.
All right.
And yeah, that's their turn.
Oh man, I hesitate going back to the body. Oh man, I haven't plundered that thing yet. I get up and then I move back to. I follow where Davtarn and Vyrsed are.
Mhm.
How do I change my? Okay.
Still crawling.
Uh,
Stand up. You're invisible, so like
yeah.
I won't let you roll like for like stealth or anything. Like
Yeah. I'm
they obviously don't
confident
see
I
you.
can evade them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I dust.
And then,
I dust myself. I poke Vyrsed. I'm here. We were being. I'm not quite sure how we're being trailed. I whisper to them. There was two automatons, I think, that followed us, they were looking at the body, and yeah, we have to leave. I don't know how long they've been watching that body.
Vyrsed and Silver and Davtarn, do you want to do anything?
I was gonna say, well, the body must have those tracking stuff. You need to leave it alone.
Oh yeah, I tried to find one, but I got the bomb instead. So I guess it's a bad idea to bring it to the hideout. It's safe to say
Do I
that's
know anything about Warforged?
No. The only one that
Okay.
like the Warforged concept has been maybe less than a decade old. It's fairly intricate, and it's not your
Okay.
specialty.
Okay. So I'm like, those things are mysterious, and I'm sure you know that by yourself. You need to leave those things alone.
I was pushing my luck, I guess.
Let's get out of here before it gets worse.
All right.
As you're discussing, you hear beeping noises from what you assume were the drone-like beings, and you hear footsteps from one of the Warforged as he flips. You hear something being picked up and then being dragged away, and then he, in a small robotic voice, says, "Package has been retrieved. Intruders still around." And then you hear another buzzing of the uh, wings of the clockwork, uh, like surveying drones, as
Hmm.
you hear them shimmer into invisibility, and you see them buzzing through to this direction.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth escape.
I run. What's this? Northwards? Ano tong?
It's technically southwards. Mali lang yung orientation kasi yun lang yung how the map was.
Oh
But
yeah.
this is going to the hideout. So wherever you guys are going, that's where it is.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that alternative
Yeah.
route. Oh,
Yeah,
here.
we take a detour here.
And then you hear, city guards coming from, like, you hear whistles and like screaming and shouting
Yeah.
as more people arrive at the scene.
Check the corner.
Mhm.
You see city guards coming from this direction going south. Hear lots of whistles like, "Look for casualties, see if anybody's injured." And they're like, "Where are the magisters?" As you hear a lot of screaming and shouting as you guys sneak your way past these roguelike assassins. And then we proceed back to the hideout.
Yes, I think we can ascertain we don't have anyone following us.
So you make your way without any other issues. Most of the traffic looks like around the area was going towards the north side, towards where the explosion happened. You see some people waking up, rousing, looking through their windows, but otherwise nobody else on the streets. And you are undisturbed as you proceed back to the hideout.
All right.
Take a,
Oh, there's another body in here.
oh, so,
Oh yeah.
so it's
Go on,
around
go on.
probably like closing to like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Now, that was too close. The defense of the Artificer Guild was too strong.
Yeah. They had an army.
But from the look of things, the girl ran away, so she might be out.
Oh, right. Right. I see what you mean.
Sorry, just clarifying. So the Arakokra was crying because he was saying he was responsible for letting the girl, like for letting the girl out, right? So he was,
That's why we found her, right?
yeah, that's why you guys found her, basically.
Okay,
It's not
all right.
that, yeah, yeah. So parang in the
Okay.
sequence, so like
Kala ko,
that's why he was like, parang like, oh, the boss got mad at me for letting him escape, but now like thank God,
She's
like
back.
he caught
Okay.
him. Otherwise, like I would be in more trouble,
I
stuff
see.
like that.
All right. All right.
Davtarn is assuming wrong then. I will continue with this head plot. I don't know. Sorry.
Let's see.
Unless I don't know. Can someone make a otherwise conjecture? I'm not very smart.
I I think you were thinking of another time. Let's see. Man, I didn't have any tracking spell. Ah, I ponder on it. Yeah. Okay. At least we got here safe.
And that was too close. I mean, we're doing more activities in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last thing we want is to get in trouble with the law over here.
Oh. Oh man, that's bad. It's hard to move here in the city, Davtarn.
It definitely is. There's vigilantism is not look well upon here.
Oh no.
Oh no, may gusto mo gawin.
So
Got it.
Mhm. So I think we should be careful and maybe use disguises the next time we go out.
All right.
We should be
Okay.
indistinguishable from
Our
from
normal
anybody
self.
else.
All
Yes.
right. Let's see if I spell this then. We plop down and rest. Think about things in life.
So your next, like I said, so your next long rest, I would say it's maybe like around it. You can do it like starting like around, I guess, 8 o'clock or something.
All right,
So
all
you
right.
can like short rest for a bit, but like you can't get everything back at the moment.
All right. All right.
So what are you guys planning to do? Okay, you guys are like, I guess you can short rest here. Anything else you guys want to do with all the events? Oh, I guess as you short rest, you can identify the items you stole from the Birdman.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the big halberd is just a generic halberd +1 halberd. The armor. So there was a wizard's book. It's a wizard's book. It only had one spell, counter spell. Which is weird because as you observe, it's counter spell, but it like all the pages are filled in, but it's just one spell. It's just counter spell for all like he used all the pages of the book just for that spell. And then
Strange.
so you're examining those. He also had a light, flexible metallic armor. It was light. It wasn't as heavy as the one from the Warforged that you guys dismantled. It wasn't as sturdy, but it's fairly light. It's fairly flexible. It's very silvery in the touch. And Silverback, you're familiar with this. This kind of material is mithril. It's like one of the prime metals. Uh, and it's a mithril scale mail.
Neat. Anyone else looking for a good armor? Vyrsed?
No, I can't use scale mail.
Scale mail. Oh, sorry, scale mail. Yeah, but it's because it's medium something armor.
Hindi siya
I think.
cloth lang ata pwede ang
What does
eh.
mithril do?
Mithril is based
No weight.
So no disadvantage.
No disadvantage.
with,
Sorry, on stealth.
with stout.
Dexterity checks that has strength requirement. The mithril version of the armor doesn't.
I mean, I could probably use it, but isn't it Aarakocra size?
I can fashion it for you, maybe. Make some modifications. It only consists of a coat and leggings, and perhaps a separate skirt of leather covered with overlapping pieces of metal.
Much like Skills of a Fish.
Skills of a Fish, yeah. The suit includes gauntlets. Okay, so it's like a I'm imagining Wonder Woman armor. Okay.
Oh, well, I probably could use it, but isn't it? Well, yeah, it'll probably keep off the noise.
Silverback could probably fashion it for you, like in a small size. Or if you have you meet the blacksmith or something.
Yeah, all right.
Hold on to it. I might be able to think about something for what we can use for it.
All right, yeah.
So the night progresses. You guys take a breather, take a small breather. Obviously, the adrenaline is still pumping. Not fully able to rest at the moment. What do you guys want to do from here on?
Do we talk? Are we interacting? What's going on?
What's our next plan?
Hindi ko magalaw yung Hindi ko magalaw yung map for some reason.
Do you guys move back, reconvene with your other friends?
I think there's still chaos in the city. We have to go to the northward. We have to circle around. Do you think we should wait here before we move?
We can rest here for the night then.
Yeah, we'll have a short rest.
I think we should stay here for the evening.
Yeah, for the you could do
Morning.
Yeah, like wait until the morning.
Yeah,
So
wait
you-
until the morning.
Yeah, so you guys can basically you guys can rest until the morning, just without the effects of an actual long rest. Like you can write out
Okay.
the time and everything if you want to roll hit dice. It's not really relevant at the moment.
I
You don't
can
have to.
roll with my hit die.
But like in the morning, where do you guys want to go after? Take a breather.
I think I'm gonna stay here. I need to do a few things.
Silverback and
I'll-
Vyrsed.
I'll heal 18.
Okay. Nice.
probably go back to the
Yeah.
house.
Okay.
You still have the house at the north side.
I think I'm too afraid to go alone at the Artificers Guild, so I would probably follow Vyrsed for now.
Oh, how do you guys want to proceed there? Do you guys want to take a coach? Do you guys want to walk? Observe the city?
Let's walk for now.
Walk.
And then Downtime, you said you're gonna stay here?
Yeah, I'll tell them not to. So we shouldn't arouse suspicion. If they think the intruders were a group of 3, they wouldn't think if it's just a group of 2 walking around.
All right.
Right, so you guys wake up, you guys proceed with your plan. So Vyrsed and Silverback, you guys proceed back north. It's gonna take you maybe like 30 minutes to an hour walk, depends on your pace. Going back to the house. But without time, what do you want to do here in the meantime? Before we proceed back to the man.
Actually, I'm gonna wait for what's her name?
Lady Takar?
Yeah, Takar.
Uh-huh.
I want to talk to her about a few things and maybe see what's going on, and maybe she has an idea, or she's come across what's going on in the Artificers Guild, or what would they have a use for a kid for, or something.
Alright.
Oh my god.
So as as Vyrsed and Silverback are making their way out, a couple minutes later, you hear the opening of the door downstairs. You hear some shuffling, and then some books being moved around and some stuff, and you hear the fresh scent of a good cup of coffee as Lady Takar. You assume Lady Takar is downstairs in the first floor. It's opening up shop.
So let me go downstairs and
So you
grab that
proceed,
coffee.
and she notices you. Glad to see you there, little Davtarn. Want to share some coffee?
It'll be my pleasure, Lady
Um,
Takar. How's what's going on outside in the streets?
ooh. Big explosion last night. A lot of city watch closing up part of the high road. On my way here, it's looks like there was a fiasco last night, but otherwise, same old, same old. And she just drinks a cup of coffee. She pours you another one. She reaches for her pockets. You want some fruits? I got some from the fresh market earlier today.
Oh, thank you. I eat what she offers. Is she an agent of Bahamut or no? Not really.
No, she's just like a gnome. She's just like a gnome librarian. Based from
Oh,
your
okay.
your and Vasher's interactions with her, it looks like she's just a regular common citizen of Waterdeep. Just has her own business.
Mm. And I tell her, do you read any of these books? Here, Lady Takar?
Of course, most of them are my collection.
Have you ever come across any kind of knowledge regarding, you know, the history of why shoot, I don't know, war, the why a warforge would have a explosive in them?
Warforge, those robotic men.
Yes.
Those
I don't know them much. And they're
um,
mysterious.
my boy. I'm so sorry, but these new people, they come barging in Waterdeep less than a decade ago, so they're fairly new to me as well. I didn't grow up with them, but seems like the Mask Lords have accepted them as part of the society. You know, some of them getting some rank positions in the city, some of them leading various guilds. Hey, who am I to judge, race in this time and age? Mm.
When I'm drinking the coffee.
Mm.
Who are the Mask Lord anyways? Why are they so mysterious?
The Mask Lords, my dear, they lead Waterdeep. There's and she brings down her coffee. You must know that there is a balance that needs to be upheld here in the city. The nobility, they bring in the money and the resources. The guilds, the different guilds are the ones responsible for the specializations of uh, of various professions, and also upkeeping and upholding the standards of such professions. One can't start their own business without consulting the specified guild. And lastly, it is all balanced by the Mask Lords of Waterdeep, or rather, the
Okay.
Lords. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say that while she's saying this, I'm having that thought that masks bring anonymity and it can bring balance.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You bring it up. Are you thinking it to
No.
yourself?
I'm thinking it myself.
Yeah.
Then
Um,
then I was like, I stand up with the coffee,
mhm.
say I thank you for the cup of coffee, dear lady. I need to talk to you later. I appreciate it. Then I rush
Okay.
upstairs.
Oh, no worries, no worries. And get that wound patched up, okay? And as he notices that you're kind of cut up on your side, like some part of your cloak is torn. There's a little bit of blood seeping that you forgot to patch up, and he says,
I appreciate it. Thank you, Lady Takar. Then, then I
and she just
start my idea.
oh, fantastic. All right. So as this is going on, you guys proceed. So you guys are walking through the same. Are you guys? You said you're passing through the same place where you guys went through, trying to see the repercussions that what's happening, or are you guys
Uh,
moving through a different route to be more safe?
I think
what do you
different.
think,
I think
Sir
different route.
Vyrsed? Shall we investigate our handiwork last night, like
I think near the area, but like
through
not
serial
not
killers?
exact same.
Do we go back to the scene of the crime, or should we get the other way?
I think it's like near the area, but not like exactly there.
Like
Okay.
yung ano not na yung just enough distance na hindi kayo
Yeah.
magiging suspicious. Right? So you guys
Yeah.
observe as you guys are passing through, you're using the side corners, but from afar you can see that big section right in the middle of the high road, which is very unfortunate because that's like a big. It's not the biggest intersection, but it's an intersection nonetheless. So it does block off a lot of traffic. You see, there's still a lot of city guard stationed up, which is more than normal from how the normal city guard do their watches. There's those police tape. They kind of have like markers around this area, and the road is actually cratered in. About Just from the distance, you can see maybe a couple of feet deep. So with that kind of distance and the fact the road being damaged like that, the concrete road being damaged like that, you can surmise that that explosion was pretty damaging and pretty devastating and possibly lethal in proximity. Um, so like the fact of locating that before proceeding to someplace else is very fortunate. There's a lot of bustling. There's some magisters. There's like one magister going around there. It's nobody you've encountered yet. Um, and then from the corner, actually, you notice an individual. I don't have a picture. I'm sorry. Um, it's it's an individual that he has a mask on. It looks like androgynous. You can't quite understand what the sex is. But he's cloaked. He or she is cloaked. He has a mask on. He's like average height. He's surrounded by city watch, and by a couple of well armed, uh, like military men with like gray uniform. Um, you two are pretty new to the city, so you wouldn't know what this is. But you could basically have a fair description of what it was, and then you can just relay it to whoever you talk to. But a golden mask with like a cloak, and it looks like he's surveying the scene, and it looks like he's well regarded as everybody is regarding him with authority. And then he just walks away and just proceeds to his own business. And that's basically the sort of scene you see before you arrive back to the manor a couple minutes later. Davtarn is still not here. So you guys arrive at the manor. You notice Kazavik and chairman have breakfast. They're making breakfast. It's a lot more. It's a lot more clean. Looks like they took their time in cleaning up. Most of the broken furniture are taken off away. You see the two kids are like working hard, like cleaning some surfaces as much as they can, but very minimal. It's more play rather than actual cleaning, and Cloud Plant is just babysitting them. And then they observe you guys coming in pretty injured and ask why you're injured and stuff like that. Hello?
Long night.
Yeah. Long night. You guys look pretty beat up.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. We took on an army. You know, the usual stuff.
Not good, not good. You guys don't need to overstretch yourselves.
Thanks. But you should have seen the other guy.
Give
I
him a
mean,
good beating.
yeah, you should have seen the other guy's head.
And just Sherman just nods. And then they just explain that they've just been resting, just been keeping an eye on the kids, just trying to tidy up. The kids are a little bit more well fed. They have a little more cleaner. Looks like they had, a fresh shower, bath, a little bit more cleaner than how they were when you found them. Um, yeah, and then at that time, would you be proceeding and following suit or?
Oh yeah. I will follow as soon as I'm done with fashioning something real quick.
And do you guys want to do anything before Davtarn arrives?
No, no.
So, a couple minutes later, Davtarn arrives. You see the same scene they have. You do not see the like that masked individual that
Mhm.
they. So that was the only thing. Are you wearing anything new?
No,
Or no?
but I'll say there's still a commotion in the city. It's seemed like we caused quite the stir. They're looking for people who's probably responsible.
Ano sabi mo, Leb? Sorry?
Lilo.
Lilo.
Lilo, yeah, Lilo.
I agree. We need to lie low, and if we're gonna continue doing anything in the city, we need to remain anonymous.
I mean, if we keep doing vigilante stuff.
Then I throw a bit of like couple of masks. I guess readily made masks. Common, I guess common mask yung like masquerade types, like easily.
Just for the eyes or for like the whole head?
There's an assortment. There's one that's just for the mouth. There's one for the whole face.
Parang stocking.
No, kasi, yun nga, so I can't. What do you call it? I can't be running around with sex on my face, but I think we should conceal our identities.
Okay.
At least this one, I guess the one I have for myself looks like a Oni mask, but just the lower part.
Nice.
It has fangs on it, so I can
think
wear
I've seen
my
Nice.
my night goggles and still see.
Nice.
But especially for you, Silverback, it's hard to conceal someone with your features. You should be very careful and definitely wear something with the full mask. Like I just give him like this. Parang ano lang siya.
I'll make a mask.
Porcelain mask. Yeah, porcelain
okay.
full face mask. I don't know. Up to.
I was thinking of like a flesh mask. Comes out looking like a Terminator.
I mean, I don't know how you can do that, but
Nah. I'm fine with the porcelain mask.
Porcelain. As you guys are talking, Davtarn, you feel like some words entering your head. As a familiar person appears to be sending you a message, as he says, you hear the voice of Bastion saying, Davtarn, we're keeping cultists busy. If they're off your tail, no need for your rings. Dagger's still a mystery. Keep safe. Be nice to Lady Thakar. And the message ends.
That I snap out of it. I just got a message from my master. He said the cultists are busy and we can take off our rings. Is that reliable? Can I trust it?
Yeah, that's it. You can reply to the message. You can reply with 25 words or
Oh.
less.
A city in turmoil. Investigating Artificers Guild. Will follow your orders. If you need anything, contact Lady Takar. This wishes XOXO. That's 35.
You wait a couple moments.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
No, sorry.
Okay. You wait a couple moments and then you hear back from Vasher as he explains. So you said you're investigating the Artificers Guild, right?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, tread carefully. Artificers in high society, big connections, remember the laws, and stay safe.
My master's right. We need to follow the laws while we're still in the city. The last thing we want is the order to be in any kind of trouble for us doing any kind of work. The mask, hollow masks yung pinaprovide.
Yun ba yung yung nilink ni Jin?
Ewan ko. Pero
No, just this one.
ang mask ni Ichigo. It's been a while since I watched Bleach, pero yun lang naisip kong full face mask.
And as you guys continue, you hear a knocking on the door. As a familiar man doesn't wait for you guys to open, just barges in as you see the familiar face of the noble that you guys rescued. Rainier.
I quickly hide the stuff. I throw my hole and throw the masks in there.
And we'll take it from here next time kasi medyo kaya na rin matulog nila. Just plus kailangan ko i-prepare yung other roleplay stuff.
Alright.
But basically, ang mangyayari is like he's gonna open up, yung options nyo for repairing the house, and then he can give you, a little bit of a tour about around the place, yung alley. Let me just show you yung Troll Skull Alley, like your neighbors and everything.
Troll Skull Alley. What a nice name for a posh neighborhood.
Yung Troll Skull Manor kasi yung but yeah, basically, so the manor is here.
Nice.
Yung itong upper right, and everything else is medyo nawala yung pero na-resize yung pero yeah, you guys are here, and then it's lots to explore. Basically, you have a lot of neighbors that may be useful, maybe not.
Maybe useful. Okay. Alright.
That's it. Yeah, kasi kailangan na rin, ninantok na rin sila.
Alright.
Sige.
GG.
GG. No problem.
No worries, dude.
Sea of Thieves, Gene?
Yeah.
Stream na lang kayo, manonood kami.
Alright.
Sige.
No worries.
May stream. Wala akong stream. May stream ka, Gene.
Stream nyo sa Discord.
If we play on Discord, yeah.
And then at least, pwede nyo natanggalin yung mga sing-sing. Freeze up on a attunement spot. Attunement slot.
I still have a lot, so I can probably keep them. Do you need them back? Do we give them back to Vasher?
No, he didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it.
You can keep it.
Where design your masks, boys.
Okay.
and costume. I don't know. Okay, sige.
Masker.
I mean,
Alright.
totoo naman eh. We have to be vigilantes.
To vigilantes.
It's only a matter of time before they notice na, oy, there's 3 guys always rolling around.
Very fishy, tas pare-pareho pa yung size.
I'm very distinct. Oh, we have...
Yeah. We can have a Michael Myers mask.
Si Lep lang yung pinaka...
Eh, yung pwede mag-blend in sa iba.
Alright.
Sige, Sea of Thieves. Here we go.
Alright. See you.
Sige. Stream nyo lang
Saan
sana
ba? Dito lang?
parang.
Dito
No
lang
worries.
sa... Paano ba to?
Lipat lang tayo sa... pwede rin dito or